Yeah, like I said, these these episodes have given me a good excuse to actually do the Splatoon story mode stuff. So, you know.
The bot will notify everyone in the server, right?
It should, yeah. I did also like post on Twitter, so as much as that helps. Is it gonna go live? What are you doing?
Right, part of me is tempted to make a SpongeBob reference, but I won't because I'm reading ahead a little here. I'm reading ahead a little here.
Okay. Test.
Test,
Hello.
hello. Test, hello.
Okay. We seem to be about balanced.
Yeah, am I too quiet, too loud?
Okay. All three of you talk. One after the other.
Hello, my name is Storytime, and welcome to Scrappy Fan 92. Fan 92. Fan 92.
Nico Nico Ni. Nico Nico Ni. Nico Nico Ni.
Tanner.
Hey, Mario!
Tanner.
I can feel it happening again! Help! I can feel it happening again! Help!
Okay, yeah, you're all about on the same level.
Alright.
If you guys would just want to YOLO and start here, then be my guest.
Okay, then.
Oh no, do you want to keep saying YOLO in 2021?
Force of habit.
Nah, it's cool. Dude, I still say re, so...
Yeah, you should stop. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with Scrappy and Friends. Today we are doing yet another stopgap episode due to behind-the-scenes changes. I will be upfront with all of you. Brightstar will be absent from the remaining episodes of Duel of the Fates for the foreseeable future. She didn't really intend on being a full-time VA here and was on the show as a favor to me, and she had to prioritize other things. She will be missed, and we wish her the best. And since we have not cast a replacement for her roles in the Star Wars story yet, we will be reading more chapters of The L Stands for Loser by the Whipzilla. With us today is Tanner.
Hey, how you doing? I was gonna introduce myself with something funny, but I couldn't think of anything.
Also here is Nova.
Hello, ladies.
And here while I pulled him away from a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play is Harry.
Shut up, Misty! That's it.
Well,
you ain't getting a normal intro, screw you.
Screw me indeed. Since Harry and Tanner are kind of on a time crunch today, I will just get right into it.
Yep.
I'm at the point where I would need like a flow chart and at least 3 chalkboards to come up with a good bit.
Well, there's your mission for next episode. We return to The L Stands for Loser by the Whipzilla. Chapter 7, Fool's Clovers.
Today is the first day of the rest of my life. And what a beautiful day it'll be.
Luigi walks over to the calendar.
Because today is July 17th. Wait, that isn't right. It should say Luigi's date with Pauline. The day that Krabs... Okay. And nothing bad will happen today because I have my lucky rabbit's foot, underwear completely sewn out of 4-leaf clovers, all traces of bad luck are nowhere to be found in the kingdom, and there's no trace of Bob Saget on the channel guide. Ah, today is gonna be a perfect day! Ah! What are you doing in my house?
Parakarry, sitting at the table with milk and cookies. The wife's bugging me again, so Mario's letting me crash here until she settles down.
What were you two fighting about?
Whether or not it's possible to cure a person who is deathly afraid of psychological aid.
Oh, at least nothing bad's gonna happen to me.
And how come?
'Cause I got this here lucky rabbit's foot, I tell you what.
It sure wasn't lucky for the rabbit.
Yeah, that's true. Well, at least there isn't anything unlucky in the town. Did take care of it like I asked you, right?
Yep, I picked up every unlucky thing while I made my rounds, and stashed it all in a secret location.
Where?
Your basement.
At least I have a protective shield. This protective shield of 4-leaf clover to protect me.
Luigi pulls down his pants to show the paratrooper. Parakarry, inspecting the underwear, says, "Those aren't 4-leaf clovers.
Mailman say what?
They're fool's clovers. You can tell by the 3 swoops on the end of the leaf instead of 2.
Oh, I don't have a protective shield of good luck.
Worse. Within 48 hours of contact with the skin, the plant will cause unbearable itchiness and pussy boils to any part of the bare skin that it touched."
You're totally making that up. I've never heard of pussy boils before.
No, I'm not making that up. I've seen it happen before. It won't go away for 3 weeks
Right.
at least.
Is there a cure?
If you can find a fuzzy and you're willing to let it bite you wherever the infection is, yeah.
Ow. He looked
Oh.
down. It was a visual gag.
Yes, Luigi looking down says,
Oh.
"Oh yeah. My friend Cooper tried it once after reading it on a website, and the fuzzy's poison and the fool's clover's poison started a poison on poison war.
And they wiped each other out?
Not before Cooper passed out from the pain.
I have a date tonight.
Then you better come up with a good excuse for scratching your butt with oven mitts on and howling in pain throughout it."
Why would I have oven mitts on?
Well, Cooper scratched the itch with his bare hands, so it was then passed on to his hands, and then he rubbed his eyes, picked his nose, and ate finger food. He went blind for a week, couldn't breathe through his nose, and his tongue swelled up so big we couldn't understand him at first when he yelled for assistance.
Oh, okay.
In the backyard, Luigi poking through the bushes now.
Here, fuzzy, fuzzy. Here, boy.
We enter Dexter. Or Dexter enters, I don't know how the stage direction is.
What you doing?
Trying to find a fuzzy.
I have one.
You do?
Yeah, Trevor's bringing over his fuzzy today at lunch. We're gonna make them fight each other.
In Dexter's room, Dexter is showing the caged fuzzy to Luigi.
This is Jerry.
I thought the... Oh, okay, you did say Jerry. I heard Jeff for some reason. I thought the orange's name was Jerry.
The original Jerry passed on. It all started with Mom's frenzied addiction to the new Auto Juicer 3000 she bought from the shopping channel. Tim locked himself in the bathroom for a week straight, living off soap bars and toilet paper when he found Jerry's name tag in his orange juice that fateful Monday morning.
Oh, okay. Speaking of bathroom usage, can I use yours?
Sure thing, but we use the buddy system when using the bathroom, in case we run out of DP.
Could Jerry please be my buddy?
Sure thing.
Dexter takes
What?
Jerry out of the cage. Dexter takes Jerry out of the cage and tosses him to Luigi.
But be careful, he bites.
Thanks.
Luigi walks into the bathroom, and horrific screams of pain emit from behind the bathroom door as the screen fades to black.
Oh, did you want me to do it, or?
Oh, yeah, if you want to.
All
It
right.
was so horrifying it cut out.
Nice.
Yeah, I just got a...
Died in that bathroom.
Meanwhile, in the future, Luigi fades in from the black and wakes up.
Oh wow, I was joking. Where am I?
The future Toad says, oh gosh. Hello, ancient being.
Did the mic not pick that up?
No, I'm not sure if it did.
Let's start just back from, where am I?
Okay.
Am I?
Hello, ancient. Hello, ancient being.
Ah!
You are in the future that is yesterday's tomorrow.
Toad? What are you? Whoa!
As Luigi leaned forward, he saw a utopia of glass and marble as flying cars and robotic helpers weaved in and out of the city. He realized he was, in fact, in the...
Sure.
Actually, you are in the present. We will never reach the future as time will never cease.
But you guys have time machines, so you can warp to the future, and when you get back to me, and when you get me, and you went,
And you went back.
and when you went back to get me and brought me to be your new overlord. Jesus Christ.
No. It is impossible to control time as it does not exist. Just as the same with three-dimensional space. There is no beginning nor end to anything, as all happens within the same universe. But your primitive mind is not yet evolved enough to comprehend this reality. Though not surprising, seeing how you still only use 2% of your brain.
I don't know what you said, but I think it means you have no time machine.
Correct.
How did I end up here?
From what our tests show, you passed into a coma.
And this facility kept me in ideal condition until I came to.
Actually, your medical didn't cover the necessities to keep you in proper condition.
They do with me.
We found you in a box underground.
So I died, and they had a formal burial for me?
No, I think they just drew you in there after they found out about the medical. We also found this videotape in the box. The future Toad plays the tape. Dexter with Luigi slumped over his shoulder.
What do you think we have to do with him? Well, if he isn't getting medical treatment, then he must be dead. Should we have a funeral? Too expensive. Let's just throw him in the box and bury him.
Dexter's dad tosses Luigi into the box.
Give me a shovel. Isn't that illegal?
Oh dear, no, but I think you cut out for
Yeah,
everything
I was
from.
gonna say.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Did any of that pick up?
Dexter's dad's last line did not pick up at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't hear anything for a while.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Dad, isn't that illegal? Did I ask for a shovel or stupid questions? And you stop TV the evidence right now, Tim.
Dexter's
We
dad
have to
takes
make
the
sure
camera.
no one finds. We have to make sure that no one finds.
Dexter's dad tosses the camera into the box. The future Toad stops the tape. We found some fuzzy poison in your brain, as well as some fool's clover's poison. The two actually fuse together into a chemical that preserves your entire being from aging, much like a double zipper bag that keeps steak from getting freezer burn. We're studying the chemical's properties now, which leads me to the good news and the bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
Good news first. I zoned out there for a second. It's
The
most
good news-
likely due to the fuzzy poisoning.
The good news is that there is no Bob Saget in this century.
Oh my gosh. That's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me! News could possibly get me down after hearing that!
You have missed your date with Pauline, and women today aren't nearly as desperate as the women of your time.
Did I clip again?
Yes.
Alright. He loudly screams no.
And that is the end of this chapter, which
I should have
been
backed
most.
away from the mic for that. Going to go refill my water. I wish my performance was a little better.
It's fine. Oh yeah, take your time. I need to prepare my throat for this roll. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said these chapters are going to be short, because I swear that was like one of the shortest ones we've had.
that might be like the shortest chapter, one of the shortest chapters of this story at overall. Like the next one isn't that short by comparison.
Yeah, like unless I'm like misremembering, I feel like that's the shortest, yeah, chapter of the story. So far, anyway.
Oh dear. Oh my. Times like these, I'm happy. I'm kind of happy Mario doesn't really talk in this story.
Huh.
I'm taking over. I'm
Ugh.
doing several roles for this chapter.
Well, as long as you're comfortable with it.
But even if you did, would you still want to voice him today, or would you have wanted me to voice him?
I have no idea. It's a character I was kind of planning to voice when I introduced them in my story, but
Mm.
so it's down to. I think I'll be fine. It's just gonna be a little screechy.
Mm.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. We are at chapter 8, Lemon Extracts.
Oh, I didn't know it was that kind of thick.
Oh gosh.
I
begin.
saw that and I went for it.
We begin with Luigi picking through the carpet with... Yeah, for Pete's sake. We begin with Luigi picking through the carpet with gloves and tweezers.
This is the final square foot, and I will be
Luigi plucks a piece of food from the carpet.
done.
The entire house is now sparkling clean, with a proud Luigi standing in the living room, complete with apron and gloves. Luigi breathes deeply through the nose.
This has gotta be the cleanest house in the kingdom. I can't wait to show Mario.
Mario comes bursting through the front door with a boombox on his shoulder, pumping music into the room, and many of the Mushroom Kingdom residents who also brought party items. Toad says, "Oh, party!"
Toad, how much have you been smoking before you got to the party?
As the guests swarmed the house, it became almost instantly messy with food, party decorations, and the lack of using the coasters that were available to the party goers. Luigi could only watch in dismay as the 15 hours he spent on the household vanished with a fresh scent of Lysol, and it was all one person's fault.
Mario! I spent the entire day working my fingers to the bone, preparing a clean environment for you, and what do?
Muttered a drunken Mario as he
And now
struggled.
you're drunk. Sorry.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, muttered a drunken Mario as he struggled to even stand while Luigi was giving his lecture.
And now you're drunk off of Coca-Cola Lemon Twist! You know what lemon extracts do to you!
Paracari, also drunk, says, "Well then, Mario, you're way too drunk. Give me your keys right now." And Paracari immediately collapses to the floor.
Okay, who's the designated driver?
The next morning, Luigi coming through the door.
You are?
He says, pointing to a passed out Mario.
You wanna know what I've been doing since 2 a.m.? Driving every one of your 200 guests home in my own car because everybody thought they weren't the designated driver. And then they all got too stuffed full of food and cola as they were dancing. And they couldn't even see straight. And now I have to spend another 20 hours cleaning this place because you're too hungover from the 20 gallons of Coca-Cola Lemon Twist you chugged last night. I do nothing but give and give. And all you... Hey, what are you doing?
Mario was still on the ground, texting on his BlackBerry. Luigi angrily snatched the BlackBerry from him and reads the text aloud.
Dude,
And
sweet party last night. You gonna have another?
yeah, wait, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, same time next week.
Nice. Who should I bring?
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay, I'll bring the cola this time. Oh, no you don't, mister. You're not throwing another one of your parties again. This is the bottom line.
1 week later.
I cannot believe you!
Mamma mia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I talking too loud? You deserve this and you know it. I mean, who orders a pizza to fill a closet? Who orders that much pizza?
Luigi opens the closet to let a flood of empty cardboard boxes spread throughout the living room.
Opens to the living room. I'm sorry, am I cutting out?
I didn't hear the. Excuse me, I didn't hear the what though.
What the?
Thank you. Luigi looked at the box. The box featured the face of a longtime rival to Luigi, Waluigi. Luigi was already having flashbacks of the encounter that ignited their lifelong feud. We flash back to a baby Luigi reading a children's book. And baby Waluigi walking by. They lived happily.
Wait, were you gonna be Waluigi or was I?
Since yes, I was supposed to be Waluigi because you were going to be
Go
Wario
ahead.
for my story.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yes, Waluigi's so horrifying he speaks in the voice of the Legion.
At all points in time, he's fucking Dr. Manhattan.
They lived happily ever after. Baby Luigi angrily puts the book down, and stares menacingly at baby Waluigi. And flashback.
He ruined the ending for me! And so, took all of his flat Lego pieces, put them in a giant sack, and then squished them really hard together so they got stuck that way forever! Oh, and grade school was an all-out war between us since then. I thought I would never see his ugly face again after I won him out in the university-wide spelling bee. But to think that after all these years, he's come back to taunt me in my Italian heritage. We'll see about that. Oh, we'll see!
Mario puts some Alka-Seltzer in his water and drinks it while giving Luigi a dirty look.
Oh, sorry.
And so, Luigi set off to create a better pizza place than Waluigi's Pizza Palace. But first, he had to have a location for his restaurant.
Can't believe I found an old house in the middle of one of the busiest places in the Mushroom Kingdom. Alright, fellas, tear it down!
Mario, now in a wrecking ball, sends the ball and chain through the second-story window, tearing a full half off the building. Oh my gosh, nobody want to be Toadette?
Tanner.
You cut out a little,
Oh my.
Just gonna... We are clearing the area, and we are clearing the area in order to build a generic pizza place. Now, if you could please leave the deconstruction zone.
Stop this house!
Well, I called dibs on it. Dibs!
I'm not leaving this house!
Wait.
The wrecking ball goes crashing through the second half of the house directly where Toadette was standing.
Awesome! Now that that ugly house is out of the way, we can start construction. Lazy to do construction work. How about I just buy the old pizza place across the street that's for sale?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Now let's get out of here before the cops come.
Mario and Luigi run away.
Okay.
Toad walks on screen carrying groceries and stares at his demolished house and the abandoned wrecking ball in the neighbor's yard.
Gosh, I knew the neighbors were only acting like they liked us. But did they really hate me this much?
Meanwhile, Luigi in the restaurant.
Okay. We have the deed, the supplies, and the crew. Now we just need a name.
And I'm guessing this is another Toad speaking.
How about Pizza Piggy?
Why do you sound exactly like the guy whose house I just destroyed? Anyway,
Because we are...
Go on.
were you about to say something racist?
We're twin brothers.
Oh, okay. And in fairness, I do think you all look the same.
Jackass.
I don't think that goes well with Peach's new "get healthy or get dead" law.
Yoshi!
Hey, if anything, the restaurant's gonna be named after me. That's it, Luigi's Pizza.
Paracare, who's also here apparently. I don't think that's what Yoshi meant.
Well, Yoshi's Pizza just sucks.
Yoshi angrily throws his chef's hat on the ground and storms out of the restaurant. Wait, Yoshi, he was talking about the name, not your cooking.
Who needs him? More money for the rest of us.
You need him! He's the only one who makes good pizza around here.
So
All right
disgusting.
then, Paracari, you're our new chef.
And who's going to... hold on. And who's going to deliver the pizzas?
I'm sorry that you briefly were exorcised. Also sorry for possessing you in the first place. Thank you for volunteering, Toad. And Mario, you'll man the drive-through window.
Pizza places don't have drive-through windows.
Well, now we're the first pizza place with a drive-through in the world.
You're insane!
Like a fox. The grand openings tomorrow, guys. So let's get some shut-eye. Jesus fucking Christ.
The next day at the doors of Luigi's Pizza.
Total
Luigi now-
disaster! Nobody has come yet!
That's because we don't open until 10 p.m.
That's stupid. Who came up with that?
You did. You thought it would be a good way to let people know we stay open late.
Oh, late.
Our schedule says we close at 10:05 p.m.
Then what am I doing here?
Alright, look guys, I'm not pointing fingers, Toad, but I think we can all agree, Toad, that there is obviously one person to blame around here. Isn't that right, Toad?
I think we should open now, so it's physically possible for us to get some customers.
Toad flips a sign to open, and Daisy walks in. Oh, hey, guys! Ooh, your girlfriend's here.
She's not my girlfriend anymore.
Why not?
It's pretty much over when your girlfriend kills you.
Yeah. Hey, Luigi, get me a pepperoni deep dish single with extra cheese.
For Gary, give me a double flamingo tap dance with jalapeno ketchup in the kiddie pool.
I thought we served pizza here.
We do! I was just using some hip diner lingo. You can't
Luigi turns to
help
Daisy.
around here these days.
And meanwhile, a TV on the counter. Oh dear. Whoever says you can't good... Sorry, folks, technical difficulties. Whoever says you can't get good help these days obviously hasn't hired Yoshi as their chef, like Waluigi.
What?
Not only is their pizza top-notch, but it is prepared right before you. The screen cuts to show Yoshi adding ingredients to the pizza like a Japanese cook. If you thought Waluigi's Pizza was good, just wait until you've had the Yoshi version. Order now at 1-800 Luigi's Pizza is the worst pizza place ever.
So mad right now. It feels like I'm on fire. No! I am on fire!
Not only was Luigi on fire, but the entire place was. By the time the firefighters arrived, the place was burned to a char. Just like Luigi's dreams.
No, this is every episode. Can't believe you set fire to the entire place while trying to use the microwave.
I can't cook!
I've mentioned that earlier.
I did.
Well, at least we're all safe. Where's Toad?
He went to deliver an order about an hour ago. Luigi looks down the street to see Toad pushing a large tower of pizza boxes.
Thought you were... I thought you burned down the place on your first try.
I did. He just took some empty boxes and hoped they wouldn't look inside.
And... Man, you can't cook. Toad's totally weak, and Mario held up the drive-thru because he couldn't repeat a customer's order. At a time like this, there's only one thing to do.
Realize that friendship is more important than a stupid rivalry?
Nope! It's time to destroy the enemy from the inside out.
We cut to Waluigi in his restaurant. Oh god. Thanks for choosing Waluigi's Pizza Palace! At least so I can close up. Mario runs out of the store. Hey! You didn't pay for that! I'm calling the cops. Still, Waluigi's stomach grumbles. Oh. Not before I hit the can. Waluigi walks into the restroom with Fungi Cat magazine. You know, I've always thought my perfect sock was Argyle instead of Tube. Man, how did people make the right decision before magazine personality quizzes? Hey, Yoshi! Bring me some TP. I'm waiting, Yoshi. Are you there, Yoshi? Waluigi comes out with the cover of the magazine torn off. Where is he? Yoshi is playing air guitar to his MP3 player. And Waluigi is staring off into space. Yoshi? What happened to the window? Yoshi took the headphones off to answer Waluigi, but was too dumbfounded when he noticed that the doors and windows were boarded up with wooden brick. Luigi speaking from behind the bricks.
We've trapped you inside your own restaurant, Waluigi, and now we're gonna take back Yoshi, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
And how can you get him if he's trapped in there too, dummy?
I hate you!
And then let me out, Luigi. I just wanted to talk to you about some teamwork. Luigi cutting out a hole in the bricks.
What kind of teamwork?
Luigi punches Luigi through the hole. I punch you, and you pass out. Good teamwork, jerk. Come on, Yoshi. And Waluigi climbs through the hole. Yoshi, after getting out, looks at an unconscious Luigi. Yoshi! Ah! What do you mean you quit? Waluigi gets hit in the face with his own uniform. And Yoshi carries Luigi home. You're going to be sorry, Yoshi. You hear me? Nobody quits Waluigi. Nobody! And Yoshi walked off into the distance. Excuse me. Meanwhile, in what I'm presuming is Luigi's living room, Yoshi placed Luigi on the couch as Luigi began to come to.
Yoshi?
Yoshi holds his fist out for the knuckle touch. Luigi, after hesitating for a moment, hits his fist against Yoshi's. Yoshi hopped onto the couch. Yoshi?
I don't know. What's on TV right now? I don't know what's on TV right now. There's no question mark there.
Luigi turns the TV on. And we cut to a news reporter. Yeah, no, you're free to do this because, yeah, I realize I've been hogging all the roles.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, it seems that everyone's favorite pizza place is out of business. Evidently because the place is boarded up.
What? Nobody called Waluigi. Nobody called and said this place had to be demolished. And a construction worker. Yeah, go on.
Well, the call came from the premises, but if you had the deed, then we won't demolish it.
Alright, the deed. Where'd I put that thing?
No deed? Okay then. Tear it down, guys.
A wrecking ball takes a chunk out of the restaurant as Waluigi screams.
Well, there you have it. Back to you, Todd.
Luigi looks at Yoshi, who is holding the deed with a coy smile on his face.
Awesome, Yoshi. And then they give each other a high five.
The end.
I feel maybe I'm beating myself up. I feel like I could have done better, but whatever.
If you want to do the last line again, it's fine.
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, that was a rare victory for Luigi in this story.
I was gonna say, and I like that it was at the expense of Waluigi.
Yeah, that feels about right.
I do. Yeah. I've always said it. The idea of anyone being jealous of Luigi to begin with is funny to me.
Yeah, if it would be anyone, it would be Waluigi. So.
Yeah. Waluigi's a great character. I love Waluigi.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to workshop that voice or recast Nova. So that was interesting.
Yeah, I didn't expect Waluigi to show up today.
Nobody ever does.
No, not really.
Well, you can expect him in the next chapter of the Super Mario Show coming in 2023, so...
I will hold you to that.
That's generous.
It's being worked on as we speak.
Hopefully we're still doing this by 2023.
Were we gonna do one more chapter, or was that it?
That's dependent on your schedules.
I mean, to be honest, those chapters were those chapters were really short, so I don't mind doing another one. But what time is it now? Let's see.
It's like 1 o'clock in your time zone.
On 8 CST.
Okay, if the next chapter's not too long, I guess we can squeeze in one more.
Alright then. It's about comparable to chapter 8.
Okay.
Today's chapter name is Chisel, Scalpel. It says Scalpel, but it's supposed to be Scalpel. Chisel, Scalpel, and Honey. Like, these chapter names are always very interesting. Oh, dear. Is everyone ready?
Go.
Wait, Tanner, did Tanner come back?
I'm here.
Okay. Chisel, Scalpel, and Honey. The day started out for Luigi as it always had, which he knew meant something very bad was going to happen to him that day, via Parakarry and his Mail of Doom.
Maybe I just won't get the mail today. I'll just lay here in my warm bed, away from the troubles of the world. And if he hadn't set off to save the princess, Mario would come in with another blanket and cookies. And as I enjoyed those cookies with the kingdom's finest milk, Mario would say,
Mail call!
Get in my house again!
Privileged information. Here's your Mustache of the Month newsletter.
Will the cord on my mic? Okay. Oh boy, let's see. This month's speech is the classy handlebar. Easy steps to a thicker stash. I could use this article. Mario's been trying to... Could you not read over my shoulder, please?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just interested in this Mustache Massacre article.
Stash Massacre?
Oh, yeah. Apparently there's this guy running around breaking into people's homes, not like me, though, and shaving off people's mustaches while they sleep. They're blaming the lack of mustaches in Toad Town on this guy. Are you afraid about your precious Bob? Excuse me. Are you afraid about your precious Bob getting hacked off your face, Luigi? He's a fine piece of work.
Well, the shavings are only in Toad Town, so me and Mario are safe out here in the woods. Did my line not come in?
It went through.
Okay.
Breaking news! The Mustache Menace has been reported to attack the residents of Bowser's Badlands. We take you there live for the full story.
See, a Goomba on TV now appears. I thought I was safe over here in the Badlands, since the attacks happened only in Toad Town. I used to not give it a second. For Pete's sake. I used to not give a second thought about it, but now that it's happened here, no one feels safe. And now Koopa on TV. I thought of our son never being able to have his own mustache because this guy just breaks this old Koopa's heart.
I thought Koopas didn't grow mustaches anyways.
Oh yeah.
We'll bring you more coverage as the story folds out.
Well, I better go.
Why? This is the last house you delivered to. Why not stay for some cookies?
Normally I would, but I have to take speech lessons, but I have to deliver Bowser's letters.
What?
Yeah, since so many mail carriers got laid off, the rest of us had to take on larger routes, which in turn caused the mail carriers to quit, making the routes even larger for the remaining ones, who then quit as well. At this rate, I'm going to have to deliver mail to Yoshi's Island by the end of the week.
Oh, wow. Well, off you go. Important things to do anyway.
Luigi opens his newsletter.
Step 1. Coat your mustache in honey and let dry. Repeat until mustache is a golden brown.
Later at the store, Luigi slams a gallon of honey on a counter.
Hey, Steve.
Forget, we had, like, there was a Steven in our chapter who worked at a store, wasn't there?
Alright.
I'm just trying to remember.
No, because there was the entire chapter of him in the supermarket
Yeah.
or grocery store.
I think there was a Steve there. I don't know who
Yeah.
voiced him.
I don't know.
Then. Steve says, "Hey, Luigi." Oh, for Pete's sake. "Hey, Luigi. Whoa. Still have your mustache? That's amazing. How do you avoid Mario when he's in your own house?"
Excuse me?
Don't act dumb. Everyone knows it's Mario behind all these mustache attacks. Words going around that the threat of there possibly being a better stash than his made him go insane, and now he's making sure no one can grow a better stash.
Can't be true. Mario's a good guy. How could you think it was him?
Let's look at the facts. The attacks are not only in Mario's hometown, but also Bowser's Badlands, an area Mario is always in. He hasn't been seen for days and disappeared right when it started. And a shaver isn't exactly hard to come by. Mario has the means and the motive to be behind this. If they could find the feller, they convict him right where he stood. That'll be 7 coins for the honey. As Luigi left the store, he had mixed feelings of what Steve just told him. While it was inconceivable that Mario could be blamed for this horrible crime, Steve's theory did add up to Mario being the culprit. Luigi noticed that Mario had been missing for a few days, but he had assumed the princess had been captured. Could it be true that Mario was the Mustache Menace? Luigi will go on.
Great. Now, Mari, now I won't even be able to sleep tonight with the thought of Mario sneaking in and shaving Bob clean off my beautiful face. Well, if I can get this baby thick enough, maybe I'll thwart my shave-happy brother.
Luigi opens his magazine.
A scalpel and chisel are recommended for this first step. I think Mario has those in his closet.
Luigi opens the closet door, and he finds Mario with a scalpel and chisel in his hands and honey smeared across his upper lip. Ah!
Doing this cliche that's in the trailer of every single children's movie.
Mario was also trying to thicken his mustache, but for good reason. There was nothing but peach fuzz on his upper lip, because a few days earlier he had been the victim of the mustache maniac. I thought he was the mustache menace.
I don't know. He could have imitators, you don't know. So you were in hiding until your mustache grew back?
Mario nodded his head with Mario noises.
Well, everyone thinks you're the mustache maniac. Come on, let's show everyone that you're clean. Are you coming? You are so vain! What? Just because you don't have a mustache means you think you can't be... Jesus. What? Just because you don't have a mustache, you can't be seen in public?
Luigi went on his rant of ethics and materialism for a good 3 hours, which only ended because he ran into the TV at full speed while demonstrating the importance of self-consciousness and got knocked out. He finally got up the following day to find himself being used as Mario's personal breakfast table. As he angrily walked to the bathroom to clean the spilled Fruit Loops off his shirt, he looked in the bathroom mirror and he made a startling discovery.
Bob? Bob? Oh my god. Bob's been shaved off! Screaming. Ah! And there's a pterodactyl in my house!
And for a good 3 minutes, Luigi screamed, only stopping because he forgot to breathe and passed out yet again. Luigi woke up on the bathroom floor to find himself being used as Mario's personal magazine rack. Dazed and confused, Luigi got to his feet, sending all of the newsletters and magazines wedged between his arms and legs falling to the floor. One particular heading caught Luigi's eye. The Mustache of the Month newsletter. Like, who's supposed to be reading this?
You want me to go again here?
If you want.
Mustache Maniac attacks Yoshi's Island. Residents of the southern Yoshi Island fall under the attack of infamous Mustache Maniac. The town's only mustache, belonging to the chief Yoshi, was stolen in the night. The eccentric Yoshi, having every guard on the island around his house at the time to protect his mustache, believes that the only way past his security would have been by air. Either a flying menace is at work, or the guy's had some seriously mad hops, states one of the guards. Experts are still baffled how one person could know not only the whereabouts of each new mustache, but how the attacker knows how to get to each hit spot so quickly. Mario has been speculated to be the Mustache Maniac, although no hard evidence has been provided. How he's getting to Yoshi's Island? How does this guy do it?
It was at this moment that Mario walked in, picked up the newsletter, and shoved Luigi out the door so he can do his business.
Hell, somebody's pushy today. Bob gone, there's only one thing left to do.
Luigi picks up a scalpel, a chisel, and 1 gallon of honey.
Time to work on Bob Jr.
Oh, Luigi.
Ah! Everyone keep getting in my house!
Better get it on me how.
But
Sorry, privileged information. So what are you doing with that honey?
trying to make the Bob Jr. in the absence of Bob Sr.
I thought you already had the Bob Jr. since your first one ran away. Wouldn't this one be Bob Jr. Jr.?
Oh yeah, I even got a tracking device in Bob Jr. in case he ran away. I am such an idiot!
Glad you've finally seen the light. But why do you realize this now?
I can use my tracker to find this guy and put an end to his evil reign. I'll be a hero, just like Mario. I'll be revered as the savior of the stash and start my own line of play sets and toys so that every child in the Mushroom Kingdom can pretend that I actually care about them. Then a few scandals and unsavory acts of insanity. I'll get through rehab, lose the 50 pounds I gain, thank a weight loss pill for my success, then slowly slip out of the limelight and into Remnant only to be brought back on Toad Talk several generations later and discuss the highs and lows of my life so that I can endorse my new product, flute-flavored dentures, which, once again, I shall reap rewards to...
Honor yourself, man.
Right, sorry. Now come on, it's time to save this stash. Also, I just got a text for dinner.
Mm.
No, I'll just make something. Don't make me break, I refuse to break character. It's my new catchphrase. Save this stash, not the... Okay, fine. I don't have a stash mobile yet, but it's coming along.
Yeah, meanwhile, Mario's standing next to a cardboard box with tires drawn on it with magic marker and a sticky note on the side reading 1/50th coolest scale. 1/150. Later in Toad Town.
Okay, hold on. Let me sound out these vowels real quick.
Bob Radulator Locator Raider.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, according to the handheld Bob Radulator Locator Raider, he's right inside the... post office? I always come in too quiet.
Oh, nobody would ever consider stashing stuff in here. Get it? Stashing? Stashing?
I hate you.
The psychic is allowed to say cheesy jokes. In fact, it's mandatory.
Carrie walking out of the post office says, "Sup, guys?" And the Bob Radulator Locator.
Xavier, where is he?
He's somewhere. And the Bob Radulator Locator Raider. Beep, 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 beep. And Paracari immediately turns around and walks back into the post office.
Hey!
Luigi runs into the post office.
Eric. Harry.
Luigi stopped cold in his tracks because not a few feet in front of him, there laid a mountain of hair, and one recognizable wad of follicles was more than overjoyed to see Luigi, and vice versa.
Up Junior!
Oh, geez, that cut out. Can you do that one more? Thank you.
Yeah.
That was good. Luigi Jr.
What? What? Oh well.
Luigi extends his upper lip.
Welcome home, little buddy. It's hard to talk like this.
Bob Jr. in a slow motion action sequence jumps from the top of the pile and floats to Luigi's upper lip. But just as he was about to affix himself to Luigi's only appealing body part, Paracari snatches Bob Jr. out of the air. "Oh no, you don't. I've worked too hard for you."
Wait, you're behind all this? Are you the mustache maniac? Are you the mustache maniac? I should stop doing over my line reads. Wow.
Indeed. You see, Luigi, working as the mailman, I am forced to be greeted by mustachioed citizens every day. Those fortunate enough and arrogant enough to display to the world their magnificent whiskers. It drove me insane. Even Goombas can grow mustaches. Boos even! But Koopas aren't capable of having these wonderful things. How I loathe those mustaches. And soon I came to the simple conclusion that if I couldn't have a mustache, no one could.
You thick monster! Looks like I'm gonna have to take you down with nothing but my two friends, Lefty and... actually, I can't think of a name for this one.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Doesn't Colorado the Koopa have a mustache?
Bonus points if you know who that is. I'm sure it's a clip-on stash. Besides, why couldn't I grow a mustache even with the help of the newsletter's 3-step guide to a magnificent mustache?
He doesn't have a Koopa.
So?
Got a point.
He has no point.
Oh?
Ooh, good point, Luigi.
That's it. I'm out of here. You guys can figure this out on your own.
Oh yeah, I can definitely figure this out on my own. With my friends Lefty and... Dang, I still don't have a name for you.
What do you think he meant by figure it out on your own?
I don't know. Is there a problem to solve?
Well, I'm trying to grow a mustache by stealing everyone else's.
And how's that working out for you?
Not as well as I'd hoped, really. And what about you, huh?
I'm trying to return the mustaches to all the residents of the Mushroom Kingdom.
How about a compromise, then?
Okay, if you give the mustaches back, then I'll find something for your mustache situation.
Deal. And so, through the power of domestic conflict resolution, Luigi set off to give the kingdom back its mustaches, and in return, Pericari enjoyed his new clip-on mustache. With the help of his reunited mustache to identify each owner, Luigi set off on his quest to find each mustache's home. There was only one snag in the plan.
You guys don't want your mustaches back?
Oh, gosh.
No way!
Oh, for the love of...
No!
Screw it. No way, man. No, I am not doing this. I am not defaulting to this. No way,
please
man.
get him his medication?
No way, man. Life without a mustache is great. It's one less thing to spend time on my grooming. I can eat soup without most of it sticking to my lip, and the hairs don't get in my eyes. Yeah, and without the stash prickling the ladies, the girls are now willing to kiss me again. And Chief Yoshi can speak in the human language, apparently. Besides, a new fall fashion is the classic. And 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, beard! For Pete's sake. They all hold up several magazines depicting such beard trends as The Shortcut, Father Time, and A Daring Ponytail.
But you all have the same problems with a beard as you did with a mustache!
Hey, it's not a perfect world. Hey, let's go try out the simple 2-step plan to a thicker beard.
It says, yeah, I'm seeing it like this again. It says we'll need a pint of caramel, a buffer, and a stone cutter.
Me being the stash savior, reaping millions, the fruit-flavored dentures!
Hey, at least you still have me!
I suppose you're right. Well, we better get Mario's mustache back to him.
Can we stop for soup on the way?
Sure, but you better not hog it this time.
And so ends the chapter, and this is apparently, or rather was apparently, the final trial chapter from the Wimpzilla.
Fun.
I guess
That was fun.
I should provide some context, I guess. These are chapters that were apparently written in 2007, and he just was kind of re-uploading them.
If I can provide, like, something I've noticed, and I'm not necessarily saying this is a bad thing, because I guess it does sort of make it so that he brought his punishments upon himself. Luigi's coming off a lot dumber than he did in the previous chapters.
I guess.
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, definitely in this chapter, and that might just be delusions of grandeur kicking in.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, no, that entire like paragraph long rant, that entire paragraph long fantasy that he had, that was great. I had so much fun reading that.
Yeah.
This was fun. Yeah, I guess that was I can't get into the author's head, but maybe that was their way of making it funnier for Luigi to take his poundings, so to speak.
Perhaps, yeah.
I haven't taken a pounding in years. Hey, I need to stop. I need help. No, but I did enjoy this. I'll admit the ending, it's like, I guess it's because 2011 wore me out with epic beard humor, but that's just like a personal bias nitpick, because it's a decent punchline.
I mean, these chapters were written. This chapter was apparently written in 2007 and uploaded in 2008. So I think we can give some leeway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh dear.
I can say also that I'm less self-conscious about my line reads, sans a few apologies and redos, which I've got to stop. Yeah, no, I think this is a really good chapter. I think this chapter, the humor was a bit more dry than usual, because a lot of the humor in this one was just tiny little back and forths, which is fine. I found them pretty amusing.
Yeah, I kind of got that too. Like, it wasn't as out there as the previous chapters were.
Yeah, despite the absurd premise.
Yeah.
And I do like how much this zones in, and it's definitely progressed. It's always been there since chapter 1, but I feel like they have progressively put more emphasis on Luigi being just a dork.
I mean, yes.
And it works. It's charming. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And I actually think it sort of justifies some of his torment in universe, because it's like, okay, it makes sense people would treat someone who is this much of a dweeb like they do in universe.
He suffers so we can find someone to laugh at.
Yeah.
And his suffering, like, this is honestly, these 3 chapters we read were honestly probably, yeah, Luigi got off easy on most of these chapters,
yeah,
actually.
And again, as I mentioned, he's a bit more of a jerk in these. He's a bit more asshole-ish. Not to the point of unlikability. Like, it's generally believable and, like, it's generally human. It's just something I've noticed. But I guess it makes sense. He's very much, like, starved for attention and love.
Yeah, basic human connections, because
Yeah.
I forget, he got dumped recently, so this is pretty much the beginning of the downslide he has for the rest of the story.
Yeah.
His downward spiral. This is like a part of his character arc.
Yes.
That's gonna be fun. I know I constantly beat myself up over my portrayal. I'm on a fanfic show. I shouldn't be that hard on myself. But Luigi is still one of my favorite characters to portray.
I can see that.
He's interesting to portray.
Yeah.
Oh dear. And yeah, we're almost at the halfway point of the story, so
Oh wow, that was fast. I mean, considering how long it's taken us to keep doing this, not in terms of like real time, but in terms of the amount of episodes, yeah, it's been pretty quick, all things considered.
So, what were your thoughts on the chapters, Nova?
Sorry, muted. I thought they were pretty cute, honestly. I definitely did find some humor. I find some humor in all the shit that Luigi goes through.
Mhm.
Honestly, yeah, it definitely was something lighthearted, and
Yeah.
it definitely cheered me up a bit.
That's good.
Um, for some reason, this is gonna sound weird. I get like Curb Your Enthusiasm vibes from this.
I can see it.
Hmm.
Even if I've never seen an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, I know.
Yeah, except whereas Larry doesn't really care about anything, Luigi cares almost too much about everything.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Luigi is just. It is interesting because this isn't really a critique, just kind of a dry observation, but is interesting kind of repurposing a character who is, at least within the canon of this story, still a professional hero in the Mushroom Kingdom, and he's just kind of failing at everyday tasks. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And that's actually, I do find it kind of amusing that Luigi mentions Mario went off alone to save the princess, which tracks with some Mario games. Like, what does Luigi? What does he do when Mario goes by himself?
Yeah, like he just.
It's weird self-indulgent fan fiction. We learned this in Paper Mario.
This is true.
What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say so. Actually, comparing it to another Larry David character, I might actually say he's a bit closer to George Costanza.
Actually, yeah, I can see that.
This was supposed to be the summer of Luigi. This was supposed to be the year of Luigi.
It's always a year of Luigi in our hearts.
Yep.
George Costanza.
Costanza Luigi. So is Mr. L Art Vandelaney.
I guess.
I'm writing the exchange in my head now.
I mean, I could do a Mario story in the style of Seinfeld. That could be interesting.
Them at the diner.
Yeah, I might look into that. Oh dear.
Good stuff.
So
So,
you're telling me this is Bowser's Fury? Hmm? Well, why is he so furious?
Oh,
And then they
dear.
get there. Oh yeah, that is the most furious Bowser I've ever seen. I told you. I know. I just didn't believe you. I thought you might have been exaggerating, but that is a pretty furious Bowser.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just distracted by like the indigo-haired inkling in like the left hand corner of the
Oh.
screen right now. Like
Right.
their hair, so to speak, is so sharp looking. Like if it looks like the tentacles themselves have been like cleaved in parts, I'm a little worried.
Mm.
Yeah, this is relevant to fan fiction.
No.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're reading next time.
I assume if anything, I assume we'll just continue this.
We might. Also, yeah, I should probably put this out here. Hi, viewer of Storytime. I know you're there. If you or anyone you know is interested in joining us to read Duel of the Fates and Heaven have mercy on your soul, if you choose that, we would be glad to have you because we need a Ray.
Yeah, and I mean, but like, please be serious about it too. Like, don't just come in here just to troll. Like, that's not gonna make anyone happy.
implying we're
I
happy when
mean-
reading.
I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Mm.
Were you talking about Duel of the Fates or the Mario story or both?
I was talking about something that happened off screen.
Hmm.
Mm.
I'm sorry, that Inkling's hair is creeping me out.
I'm not looking at the stream. I don't see it.
Yeah,
Like
I,
the tentacle hair strands like just cleave diagonally.
I just,
Oh.
I just like the messages. You ever just anxiety? Same.
Trying to plan Duel of the Fates is anxiety.
Yeah.
Gosh, that is a discussion for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, as of today's recording, at least in my time zone, is March 25th, 2021. We are about 12 days from the 1 year anniversary of Storytime with Scrappy, and I didn't think we'd get this far.
We
Mhm.
probably. I would like to do something for it, but like.
I
What is
mean, I
that to
did
do?
have my idea.
Mm.
Oh,
Yes,
that was
but-
just.
Hmm?
Never mind. You go ahead.
Yeah, Tanner's idea was us just doing a nostalgic look back at our past year of adventures and mishaps, just discussing our favorite moments. And
Just
yeah,
a
I'd
perspective.
yeah, I'd like to do that down the line. Let's see, today's March 25th. Like, I mean, I could just literally just try and recall from memory highlights of the past year, and then we could just go off from there. Maybe
Oh, I have
read.
some of my own favorite bits.
Yeah, like, oh dear, I'm actually a little. Go on.
No, I was gonna say one of them, but if we're doing that episode, I don't want to say it.
My favorite part is when Tanner and I talk over each other and then apologize to each other like an
that's
old
the
married
entire-
couple.
My favorite part is when I apologize for a bad line read that probably wasn't even that bad.
To be honest, I barely noticed when you were like when it's.
I'm the one
yeah.
who told you guys to play it off. I cannot practice what I preach for shit.
Welcome to the club. My favorite part is when I when I actually perform some due diligence and type out a actual introduction and still flub the reading of it. That's great.
Mm-hmm. I like when I'm trying to think of a joke and then I just stammer and don't say anything.
Mm.
Now, folks, we're just getting all the self-deprecation out of the way so we don't have to do all that stuff in the actual look back proper.
Yeah.
We're still gonna do the
Oh,
self-deprecation.
we totally are. That's our name and game, baby.
The Eternal Workshop. 1 year later.
yeah, pretty
It's
much.
more like a sweatshop because none of us are doing this willingly.
Oh yeah, I'd have to gather up a list of our myriad of cast members and give thanks to all of them because Storytime is a group collaborative effort.
Mm.
So yeah,
Fun.
so yeah, hopefully we can reconvene like in a week's time. Let's see, I'm trying to think of one. I mean, honestly, it'd be nice to come back to weekly schedules again.
Yeah, I would like
Ugh.
that. I miss doing this weekly, to be honest.
So yeah,
and
maybe.
I'm sorry. I've had my own responsibilities.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you have
out
like
and-
responsibilities and stuff? Like, how dare you have like a academic life?
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh, excuse me.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll meet up. If I say the date out loud, we won't get together
we
for
will
it.
absolutely not, because I'll say that I'll join, and then I'll be like, hold on, I've got to go get 10 glasses of water.
Let's see. Maybe we'll meet up like Monday the 29th, which is like Tuesday the 30th for Harry, because bless his soul, he's doing this stuff in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
Let's see. So yeah, maybe the 29th, and then maybe we jump ahead to like April 6th so we can have a proper 1-year anniversary episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So yeah, I guess we'll return to the L stands for loser sometime next week. And that's that. We're stalling because this episode's short by our standards.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I do kind of have to go.
All right, then you've done what we called you in for. Thank you.
All right. See you later, nerds.
See ya.
Good night.
Alright, so I guess this is just time to just stop the thing then.
Yeah. We don't have that unless Nova has something profound to say.
Not at the moment. Just I want to make sure Harry gets the thing he needs to do.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, we thank you for joining us today for today's rather short episode of Storytime, and we hope to see you in the near future.
Alright, see you guys later.
And take your vaccines.
Yeah, like this guy in Splatoon is talking about. Yeah. Bye.
Good night, everyone.